and I'm going to record this morning's webinar, and I'm going to post it over here on my Facebook page at the Short Sale Coaching Club. So you don't even have to take notes, because I probably am going to come at you like a fire hose, and there's going to be a lot of stuff. It's going to be like, whoa. I suspect that's what's going to happen. So just know that you don't have to take notes. You can relax. You can just drink your coffee, drink your bottled water, whatever you got going, and we're going to cover some prospecting techniques for getting listings today. And it's all going to be recorded and posted over here on Facebook at the Short Sale Coaching Club, so you can just come over here probably tomorrow or the next day, and you could just scroll down, and you'll find a video right here that you could watch at your convenience. Okay. So with that, I hope you guys did make a note of the Short Sale Coaching Club on Facebook. All right. Now, I'm Chris, and I'm a realtor like you, and it's not hard to find out about me. You guys can just Google. You can do your due diligence as real estate professionals and find out whatever you'd like. But here's my story real briefly. Sold real estate for 8 years, full-time career. Still keep my license active because I'm still doing real estate. But before I began my real estate career, I spent about 8 years traveling the country with one of the top national trainers, a guy who you guys all know, I hope, if you've been in real estate for a while. You ought to. Joe Stumpf over at Buyer Referral Only. He's the #1 dialogue skills coach on the planet for real estate and mortgage, without a doubt. Brian Buffini is another great trainer out there who's one of Joe's stars. So that's my background, helping train agents how to build referral-based businesses, and then got into real estate. And I'm going to show you guys today what I've done over here at SimpleListingSolutions.com, and agents like Adam Manconi and Rick Geese. Adam Manconi's up in Napa Valley. You could probably even look him up. He's with Sotheby's. If you're with Sotheby's, you could give him a call. What agents are doing right now today to go out and get short sale listings, easier, faster, easier. And not just short sale listings, but there's new things popping up on the horizon now. There's some equity stuff out there. There's some expireds. There's starting to be some FSBOs. So today we're going to talk about just getting listings, and I'm going to share with you some really effective techniques for getting listings, particularly around HARP 2.0. Okay, HARP 2.0, that's the government refinance program for underwater homeowners. All right. Before we do that, though, what I'd like to do is I'm going to walk you guys quickly through a little PowerPoint presentation that I put together for you here, and we're not even going to go through the whole thing. We're just going to go through the first 10 slides or so and kind of set the tone for what we're going to be talking about. And even before we do that, though, I'm just going to ask for some participation on your part right now. So before we actually start the show, I need to know that my audio is coming through real clear and that you guys can see my screen okay. And so what I'd like you to do, everybody who's in attendance online right now, is look around on your desktop and look for the little arrow and click on it. And then that'll open up a little dialogue, little drop-down box you could type a question into. And if you just type in hello from, your city, hello from San Diego, hit enter. Hello from Tampa Bay, wherever you happen to be, hello from San Francisco or New England or Baltimore, just hit enter and send it right over. And then that lets me know you guys can hear me and you can see my screen okay. So go ahead and do that now. First person wins a new, oh great, you guys are so fast I don't even have to give away a free Porsche today. Rancho Bellagio. I think Rancho Bellagio, is that near Palm Springs, or are you in Riverside County, Rancho Bellagio? I think that's for sure California. I may be wrong. You may be out near Las Vegas, but I think that's Palm Springs area. Tampa, Florida. I said the Bucks, didn't I? Tampa is here. Tampa. I think, Clearwater. Clearwater, Florida is here. Florida is always here today. California is here. Seattle is here. I love it. Seattle, the Pacific Northwest is here today. Woohoo! I love Seattle. It's one of my favorite cities. You guys know as I traveled the country, I probably met all of you guys at a webinar or seminar somewhere in the country at some point in time. But, okay, so you guys can all see the screen. And, hey, welcome Borrego. Southern California is showing up today. So is Orange County. Nice. All right, good. Well, listen, let's get this show started. And, again, you guys don't have to worry about taking notes because I'm recording this for you, and you can come back and you can watch the video later. But briefly, I'm going to cover the basics, then I'm going to show you how, okay? So we're going to talk about getting listings, all right? 4 things that I know, and I know for a fact. I'm not surmising, I'm not supposing, I'm not guessing. I know for a fact from my own real estate experience on the street, plus vicariously through my members and through thousands of you that I've met and worked with over the years, I know for a fact that you guys, to move into Thrive, to move from, I'm closing some deals, but man, I need to do some more business, or I'm not doing any business, but I'm motivated, I'm ready to go, I need to start doing a lot of listing business. You can all do it. And it doesn't take me, it doesn't take Joe Stumpf, Brian Buffini, Craig Proctor, Howard Brinton, Tom Ferry, Mike Ferry, CDPE. It doesn't take any of us. It takes 4 things, right? 4 things. And it's habits. It's your work habits. It's what you do every day. Do you wake up every morning, boom, take a shower, brush your teeth, comb your hair, put on some nice business clothes, and go out into the world and engage with people, right? It's your habits. It's your words. When you do that, are you engaging with people vocally, meaning when the things that come out of your mouth are people saying, hey, tell me more. That's really interesting. I got it. You know what? Give me your card. I'll let people know about that, right? Are those the kinds of words you're speaking, and are you speaking them often with your habits, right? And then imagination, right? I met a realtor. I didn't meet the realtor, but this is a factual story. In fact, I was just sharing it this morning. Not kidding. Last week, there's a realtor in my neighborhood. I hear the guy. I'm working from my home office, and I hear I live in a condo sort of complex here, and I hear this guy talking to the neighbor down there. It's a realtor. Hey, how's it going? I'm like, wow, this is interesting. I'm sitting here talking to realtors about door knocking and dialogue, and I'm listening to it live. And I can't hear the conversation. Believe me, I'm trying. I'm afraid they're going to see me through the bushes because I went out on my patio. I'm like leaning in, listening, but they didn't see me. But I saw the guy about an hour and a half later up on the street talking to some other neighbors. This realtor is dressed real sharp. He had a little puppy on a leash, and it was a beautiful little dog. I don't know if it was a puppy or just a little teeny dog, but it looked like a little micro husky. And everybody was falling in love with his puppy. And that was his shtick at the door. And I tell you what, every door he went to, people wouldn't let him leave. He was there for 15 minutes. Oh, he's got to meet my dog. Hey, he can meet my cat. Let me bring my cat over. People are like, oh, so nice to meet you. He's like, hey, thanks for, nice to meet you. Keep me in mind. Oh, we'll keep you in mind, Sean. I remember the guy's name. It was Sean. So Sean was working in my neighborhood last week with a little puppy dog on a leash, and everybody that opened the door was falling in love with Sean and his puppy. Just be aware. That's a true story. Right here in Southern California. Right? And if he gets a listing around here, it's going to be a nice one. He'll make some money. And he will get listings around here because I'm not doing that. So I see you guys raising hands. Listen, if you have questions at any point in time, just click on the arrow little button, and you could type in your question and just hit enter, and it'll send it on over. Any other things you can click on, you're just clicking on things. But if you click on the arrow and you type in your questions and hit send, it'll send them right over. So your words, your habits, your imagination, got a puppy dog, right? And then your NSP. And you really do have to have a noble selling purpose. If you guys are just out there to make money, that only will get you so far down the road. And then you burn out. And you burn out because that's a lot of work. When you've got a real clear, noble selling purpose, like, I'm in it to really help people win it. I'm in it to join their team. Like, I represent people like a pit bull. If there's money to get them, I get it. Right? I fight for my clients, and they love me for it, right? Because I love helping people win. Like, if you're really clear on that and that does drive you, you'll do really well because people can smell that, and they'll do more business with you than they will with other people. So those 4 things, really, your habits, your words, your personality, like Napoleon Hill says, in Think and Grow Rich, have a warm and pleasing personality, right? Have dialogue that attracts, like, hey, I can help you short sell your house if you have a great way to avoid foreclosure. So what? So can the 38,000 other licensed realtors in San Diego County. That's just a commodity pork barrel approach, right? But if I'm a foreclosure alternatives advisor with Keller Williams or with Prudential or RE/MAX, sure, I'm a realtor. I help people buy and sell, but I'm also a foreclosure alternatives advisor. I help people save their homes as much as I help sell. Right? Well, how do you do that? Well, there's a series of government programs, including HAMP loan modifications, the HARP 2.0 government refi program, and HARP 3.0, which is coming down the pike here real quick. HAFA short sales. There's a whole variety of ways out there to help people, right? And we provide all those services for free. On my team, I've got experts that can help you refi. If you can get you qualified, that's a great way to save your home is through HARP right now. Interest rates are so low, you could literally cut your payment in half. It's a free service. There's nothing. I got a guy on my team. I'm telling you, he's the best guy in the counter for getting people approved under that program. Oh, wow. See, that's the kind of language that draws people. Tell me more. Really, give me your card. Yeah, did you guys know Bank of America pays up to $30,000 relocation assistance? That's zero equity. You've been living there for free for a year, not making a payment. Here's $30,000 just for cooperating with a short sale and avoiding foreclosure. I mean, I'm not kidding. Citibank, I've heard $20,000, $25,000, $45,000. They're not Bank of America is not the only lender doing this, right? So if you guys can't qualify for a HARP refi or a HAMP loan modification, right? If my resources, my tools on the people on my team can't help you get there for free, because that's what we do, right? Because you just don't qualify, maybe because you're unemployed, something like that, then guess what? I'm going to help you stay in that home as long as possible and get paid cash to move out if it's available. Like I said, up to $30,000 in the case of Bank of America. Now, B of A is not giving that to everybody, but there is money, right, oftentimes. So we'd look for that for you. Oh, see, that's a completely different dialogue. That's interesting. Really? Tell me more about that, HARP. What is that? Oh, right. That's interesting. Tell me more. And since you're not a salesperson here to sell my house, I'm open to having a conversation with you. Right. So our dialogue is important. So is our approach this year in 2013. Now I'm going to show you guys how to kill it. Right. I'm going to show you guys how to kill it in 2013, just with good habits, just with good dialogue. Right. Stop being a salesperson. Start being a foreclosure alternatives advisor who can help people save their homes through HAMP, through HARP. Right. And if I can't help you do that, I'll help you stay here as long as possible and get paid to avoid foreclosure. Right. I can help you. I'm on your team. Don't worry about it. My services are free, and I've got some experts that are going to help you out too. Right. So with your habits, with your words, right, with your imagination, and with just being really clear on why you're out there doing what you're doing. Sure, you want to make a ton of money and be a top producer. It's nice to have a brand new car with nice leather seats and a little heat warmer. You can make that seat heat up in the morning, and bam, you get your music going in there and the GPS and nice Starbucks. You're good. That's nice to have that stuff, but you love to serve people, right? And you're really on their team. You're not just out there closing deals, right? So I'm going to show you how to let's talk about getting listings, how to get listings right now. And how do I know? I'm just looking over my shoulder, and I'm looking in Detroit, Michigan. I'm looking around Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'm looking down in southern Florida and northern Florida and in southern California, Nevada. I'm checking in with my agents using tools and stuff that I'm doing. And they're telling me what's working, and I'm going to share it with you. So you're going to see how it's the same way as always. Like how are agents getting listings? Same way as always, but kind of new and improved, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? All right. So door knocking, referrals, the internet, right, direct mail, all that stuff right now is getting listings. Right? Agents are getting a lot of listings knocking on doors if they know how to execute. Right? A lot of agents are knocking on doors and they're not getting listings because they don't know how to execute. Right? They don't have the imagination. Instead, what they do is their title rep says, well, here's a thing you can hand out. Well, what is it? Oh, that's the season schedule for the San Diego Chargers. Well, nobody cares about the San Diego Chargers, right? Nor do they care about the San Diego Padres, right? So I probably don't need to be handing that out, right? Here you go. Here's the thing for the Padres. What? Right? So door knocking is a very effective way to get listings right now if you're clear on, what you've got going for people, like why they want you on their team. Like some of that dialogue I just shared with you. Hey, folks, how's it going? My name's Chris. I'm a local agent here with Keller Williams. I'm also a foreclosure alternatives advisor. And I just want to give you guys a few of these things and ask you to think about who you might know here in our neighborhood who could use my help saving their home. If you know people here in our neighborhood or your work or your church or your place of employment who could use our free services, saving their home through HARP refi or through a HAMP loan modification, right? We'd love to talk to them, right? These foreclosures that are happening around here don't need to be happening. Right. So thanks for helping me make people, right? That's the kind of dialogue that people go, what? Tell me more. And if you got a cute puppy on a leash, all the better. Right. So knowing how to execute. You see, entrepreneurs, the most successful entrepreneurs, they have the same good ideas you have. The difference is they execute at a much higher level. Right. It's all in the execution of the habit. It's all in the execution of the dialogue. Right. So referrals, hey, that's always been the number one source of listings, and that's working right now, but it's working to a way higher degree. It's like you could pour Miracle-Gro on the referral source out there, which is your sphere of influence, right? You could pour Miracle-Gro on that thing right now. If you were speaking this kind of dialogue to it, saying, hey, by the way, thanks for not keeping my services as a foreclosure alternatives advisor who helps people save their homes for free through HARP, through HAMP, right, for free. Thank you, right? Thanks for not keeping my services a secret. Right. If you're broadcasting that message to your sphere, boom, 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 and out there actually, beating the bushes, not waiting for an acorn to drop out of the tree, but actually shaking the tree, right, with those kinds of words, you'll be getting more referrals. The internet. So how are agents getting listings from the internet? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you guys. It's going to be the coolest thing. You're going to go, oh my God, that's brilliant. In fact, I got an email just the other day, and I posted on my Facebook page. It said, Chris, what you just showed me is nothing short of genius. And that really made me smile, because I know I'm not a genius, but I sure do like the idea that I'm about to share with you guys. And I'm going to show you a letter right now that's working around this genius idea that's generating a 2% response rate. So you guys get to see the letter too, so you can see how direct mail is working. Okay, so agents getting listings from the internet, running HARP 2.0 Craigslist ads, save your home for free with HARP 2.0, click here, Craig, boom, taking them to a web page where they go, oh, wow, what's this? Right? Because 10 out of 10 short sale salmon begin life as loan mod minnows. And if you can go gather up a bunch of loan mod minnows in a bucket and feed them nutrient-rich information, they will morph into short sale salmon right in front of you. And they'll jump into your lap and say, will you help us sell our house? And you'll say, sure, I'd love to. Right? That's the process, and I'm going to show you how that happens on the internet when you run ads called Save Your Home with HARP 2.0. You're going to help some people save their home with HARP 2.0. They'll actually get qualified and refinance their home and save their home. They'll become an advocate. They'll get on your newsletter list. You're going to love them. They're going to love you, and that's going to be a great thing. Right? But a lot of the people won't qualify for HARP 2.0. And those loan mod minnows, after feeding on the nutrient-rich information, they'll actually morph into a short sale salmon and swim over to you and say, help me. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. And then direct mail. What are you going to mail? And how are you going to mail it? I'm going to show you. I'll show you. I'll show you what's working anyway. And I'll prove to you that it's working. I won't just tell you, but I'll prove to you that it's working. Okay, so door knocking, referrals, internet, direct mail. By the way, internet, how about if I'm running a little Craigslist ad like I am called Get $30,000 to Short Sell Your Home? Zero equity, right? Zero equity. You've been living there for free, $30,000 relocation assistance, click here. People that click on that all day long, right? Well, my target will click on that all day long, right? So let's just be clear before we get off this webinar, right? I just need to imprint this onto your brain. If you want to have a buyer-based business, you can stay in the office and you can mess around on the computer all day. You could play around on Craigslist like I've just been talking about, and then you could go over to Facebook, and you could do all kinds of stuff on the internet and hang around the office doing stuff on the MLS, right? Making a flyer, playing around like on post, doing weird stuff like that. And you could build yourself a nice buyer-based business, right, where you could take that buyer out, you could write 15 or 16 or 17 offers before you get one to stick right now because the inventory is limited, and you're thinking, man, if I had the inventory right now, I'd probably be double-ending most of this stuff like a lot of agents are, right? So if that's the business you want, then that's what you can do. But if you want to have a listing-based business, this is why I say it's the same way it always has been. Listings are coming from the same place they always have with a twist. Right? If you want a listing-based business, you got to get out of real estate. You got to become an expert at human relationships. Right? It's like relationship management 101, and you're the expert. You're the professor. Right? And so here's what the expert at relationship management would do. They'd be an expert at two things. The first thing they'd be an expert at is communicating to their center of influence every month in an expert way. I communicate to my center of influence expertly every month, a few times, and I communicate an expert message that they respond to. Right? I'm an expert at it. So that's how I manage the relationships with my center of influence, by communicating. Right? Without communication, there's no relationship. Right? There's just I know you, you know me, but I forgot your name because I haven't seen you in forever. Right? But with communication, there's relationship. So an expert relationship person, they two things. It's really simple. Communicate to my center of influence expertly, right? And then go find strangers, targeted strangers that I want to bring into my center of influence. Go know how to find them and communicate to them expertly. That's all I have to do. Communicate to two groups of people, strangers and non-strangers, expertly, right? So a geographic farm area, go relate with your farm expertly, right? Go relate with your sphere. We're talking about expert execution, right, with your center of influence, and it's not hard. Newsletter, right, note cards, phone calls to your center of influence. That's not hard, right? You can increase the quality. You can okay, I'm going to send a newsletter. What is it going to be? I found this free e-newsletter. Okay, low quality, scale of 1 to 10, you got a 1, but that's better than a 0, I suppose. Why is it a 1? Because 99% of the people are deleting it and not looking at it. But okay, that's a start. Well, what would a 10 look like? a beautiful customized newsletter with your mugshot on it that they enjoy getting every month with a handwritten note in it, a phone call. That's like closer to 10. Right? So relating with your farm, relating with your sphere, relating with upside down owners, relating with expired listings, relating with FSBOs, that's where the relationships are built, and that's where the listings come from. You guys, that's why door knockers are winning the battle. They go out there and they create a relationship literally right at the front door with a puppy dog on a leash. Like, in the meantime, you're thinking, how am I going to mail to this condo community? You're taking a couple of weeks to put your mailer together, and then you don't even know if they got the mail. Right? You can go out and engage. That's where listings are coming from. So let's just be clear-cut on that. And then if you're going to make 2013 your best year ever, plan for listings, execute smartly. Okay, execute smartly. So I'm going to show you guys something here, a concept that I don't think I created it, but I've never heard of it before. Right? So I'm just going to show you something. And again, 2013, keep it simple. Think two groups, not strangers and strangers. Right? You're not even in real estate. Like, around you, real estate transactions get closed. That's for sure. Right? But you're a marketing person. You're a marketer with the real estate license, and you understand that you're in the relationship business because that's where listings come from. They come from when you hold a house open and all the neighbors come over to meet you, and they really liked you, and they hung around the house because you had coffee and cinnamon rolls and music, and you had a nice scene going on, and you were interesting, and oh wow, I like this agent, and you held the house open every evening for like a week, and the same neighbors kept coming over and hanging out with you because the coffee was great, you were interesting, and now you got another listing. Wow, right? So leveraging your inventory, understanding that the purpose of a listing is to get another one, understanding that when you fill up a flyer box, it's all the neighborhood homeowners who empty it. It's like a salt lick. They're all deer. They're going to come to it. And if the purpose of a listing is to get another one, what might you put in your flyer box? I'm going to show you guys. Right? How often might you hold that thing open? You might go knock on a bunch of doors and invite people to come to the open house if you knew how productive it would be. Right. So 2013, two groups, not strangers and strangers. In terms of strangers, who's it going to be? Is it going to be a farm area? NOD lists, list pendants, expireds, FSBOs, divorce. You can go down to the county courthouse every month and get a list of everybody who filed for divorce. Right. Put together a series of letters for divorced people. Boom. How you specialize. Right. That's a real lucrative niche market right there for real estate agents. So then how are you going to contact those people? Right. At the door? That's a fast way to convert them from a stranger to a not stranger if you've got some real good dialogue. You're going to do it through the phone? Through the mail? With a newsletter, postcards, letters? What are you going to do? You got to have that system in place that you just repeat the process again and again and again and again. You're not having to reinvent the wheel every week. And then with your non-strangers, how often are they going to hear from you in 2013? How many times per month? And how will they hear from you? Newsletter, note card, phone call? Great system. Right. This is the Joe Stumpf, Brian Buffini, Craig Proctor's, everybody's teach system. It's called newsletter, note card, phone call, and then quarterly drop by. You do that with your advocates. That's how you squeeze referrals. That's how you beat the bushes, right? So instead of getting 1 or 2 referrals a year, you get 7 or 12, right? Okay, so I'm going to show you guys some stuff here. Do I need to show you this? Not just yet. Do I need to show you that? Not just yet. I will show you this. Okay, I will show you this. This is a picture of a website printed out on a piece of paper with a Post-it note, right? And we're going to look deeper into this in a moment. But now I'm going to ask you guys to think outside the box. What if you had a website that you knew the people in your farm area would love to know? Like, what if you built a website for a particular farm area, like a geographic region? You built it for them. And you knew that you had a bunch of stuff on it that they'd go engage with. They go, wow, that's cool, if they would ever go to the internet and find your website, which they won't. Right? So what if you brought your website to them? What if you printed out a picture of your website, shoved it in an envelope with a little Post-it note on it, right, and mailed it to them? Right? I'm not going to wait for you to come to my website. I'm going to send it to you. Did you guys know that if you take a piece of paper and you put a Post-it note on it and you write a handwritten note on the Post-it note, and if you take like a yellow marker and you mark up the letter and you highlight things on it, right, and you underline things and you fold it up and you shove it in an envelope and you send it to somebody, they will engage with it. They're going to go, what? The Post-it note? Take a look at the what? And they see the things you highlighted. They engage with it. All right. So I'm going to close this down right here. Okay. Close this down. And I'm going to take you over to my website at Simple Listing Solutions. And I'm just going to share this concept with you. Okay. You all have a geographic farm area, right? It's got about 2,200 homes in it. Okay, your farm area is called 4S Ranch, right? That's the name of it. And in 4S Ranch, you know, the realtors and people, we actually kind of chuckle. We call it Foreclosure Ranch, and we don't chuckle like funny, but it's like the name is kind of funny, Foreclosure Ranch. And we only say that because about 90% of the homes in there, they're upside down. They're upside down, right? We're in this farm area is in Southern California. Okay, so it's 4S Ranch. You got 2,200 homes in there, and this, you know, most of them are upside down. All right. So imagine you got a website, and it says if you're upside down in your 4S Ranch home or investment property and can no longer afford the payments, I'll help you save it or get paid to avoid foreclosure through free government refi, loan mod, and short sale programs. Right. And then it says, did you know Bank of America is paying up to $30,000 in relocation assistance to delinquent homeowners cooperating in short sales? They aren't the only lenders paying thousands. I can help you stay in your home as long as possible while I negotiate to see how much relocation assistance we can get for you. Right. 4S Ranch homeowner. And then I've got these pages. 4S Ranch Nosy Neighbors, 4S Ranch for sale by owner, 4S Ranch Homeowner Service Center. Right. So this is clearly a 4S Ranch website. In fact, I got a nice 4S Ranch home up here, right? And so here's my 4S Ranch website communicating to 4S Ranch people. And I'm also got a page over here called HARP 2.0 Refi Help. Get $30,000 to short sale. Free attorney consult. Right? Loan mod help. In other words, download all the forms, instructions, how to submit them to your lender. Right here. It's just basically like a loan mod in a box. Just add water, shake, and stir. Right? Half a short sales qualify for a half a short sale right here. You know, deficiency judgments. Let's just click on this. Learn what a deficiency judgment is and find out if you're looking at one. Just fill in all this information and click submit, send it over to us. Right? That'll start an automated drip campaign, but we'll also reply and let you know whether or not you're looking at a deficiency judgment. Right? Deed in lieu of foreclosure. You want to learn what's a deed in lieu of foreclosure. Right? You want to use my IDX and search the MLS. Right? You can do that. Right. This is a realtor website. You know, buyers can come over here. My IDX is a little slow to open for us this morning, but you know, buyers, they can come over here and they can search the MLS all day long. Right. It's a realtor website. Right. 4S Ranch for sale by owner. I've got a FSBO campaign going over here. I'm not going to go into that today. Right. But it's a very effective FSBO campaign. It's also a buyer campaign because I advertise FSBO properties over here through my 4S Ranch Seller Assist program. I've also got a homeowner service center for 4S Ranch. These are exclusive vendors, pool cleaners, landscapers, handymen, people like that. Right? They go into my newsletter. They pay the postage. So my marketing pieces that go into 4S Ranch, they're paid for by my exclusive vendors. Again, pool cleaners, handyman, my lender, landscaper, people like that. Right? People like that. They're on my website with direct links over to them. And I just got a little thing here, Homeowner Service Center. It explains, you know, these service providers listed below are locally owned businesses that I've used and referred to my real estate clients over the years, and they're listed here for you to use, right? Check them out. Thanks for keeping our dollars local, right? So I've got this website that I think, oh, by the way, get $30,000 to short sale. All right, let's just take a look at that. And let's just talk about the science here. All right. There's a compelling headline. Bank of America pays up to $30,000 in relocation assistance to underwater homeowners who short sale and avoid foreclosure. How much will your lender pay? I'll help you stay in your home as long as possible and fight to get you cash for your fresh start. If I can't help you save your home through a loan modification or a HARP refi link, right, I'll help you stay in your home as long as possible and get paid to move out with zero foreclosure. Now, get your free book, The Homeowner's Guide to Fighting Foreclosure, Tips, Tools, and Tactics for Battling Your Bank. And by the way, this book positions me as a short sale guru. Right? It positions me as a consultant and an advisor and a short sale guru. Right? Why don't you watch this short video right here about how to get $30,000 and meet me. Meet me, the agent. Hi, how's it going? My name's Chris. I'm so glad you came to my website. Listen, did you know Bank of America is paying up to $30,000 cash relocation assistance? That's upside-down homeowners with zero equity who've been living in their home in some cases up to 2 years without making a payment. Right? $30,000 relocation assistance. They're not the only lender doing that. Right? My job as a foreclosure alternatives advisor here with Keller Williams is to help you. If I can't help you save your home through a loan modification or HARP refi, is to help you stay in that home as long as possible and fight to get you cash for your fresh start. Right? If there's money available, relocation assistance available for you, I'm going to find it. Right? That's what I do. When you bring me onto your team, my services are free. So they can watch this and they can go, oh, huh? And by the way, Bank of America, you want some social proof? Here's the article right here from CNN Money. Bank of America is offering some struggling homeowners up to $30,000 to short sale, right? So if you can't get your loan modified and you don't qualify for a refi, discover how I help people stay in their underwater home as long as possible with no foreclosure and get a fresh start with relocation assistance cash. Here's what I've learned, mostly vicariously from the field, but all across the country, is that these loan modification minnows, right, that eventually will morph into a short sale salmon, eventually, right, they don't want to sell their home. They want to stay in it, right? They want to stay in it. And so that's the best way to get people to open the door is to say, hey, let me see if I can't help you stay in it, right? Right. And so here's what they want. They want two things. We want to save our home, number one. Now, if we can't save our home, then the second thing we want kicks into gear, which is how long can we stay here? And wow, could you even get us some money? That's the process. No, we don't want to go. Well, you have to go. Okay, well, how long can we stay and can you get us money? That's the process. Right. So I need to let people know that, hey, I can try and help you stay. Right. And if I can't help you stay, I'll help you stay as long as possible and fight to get you cash. Right. That's what I'm communicating over here. It's very well thought out. Now let's also talk about video, the power of video and how free it is. And you can make it from your smartphone right now. You guys could just make a video and you could upload it onto YouTube for free right now. It would take 10 minutes if you knew how. And you could write a descriptive headline with a good link back to your website, http://www.mywebsite.com. Hey, watch my video on YouTube. You could put the keywords in. You could upload it onto YouTube. Somebody could teach you this, somebody like me, in 15 minutes. Right? You guys get it. The power of video. Can you imagine sending how many emails do you have right now on your email list? Right? Maybe you got 800 in there. You could make a video right now. Hey, how's it going, folks? This is Chris. Listen, I just wanted to let you know something. I'm working with some phenomenal buyers right now, great buyers who are losing their minds. And I'm not the only one. My buyers and every other realtor I'm talking to, right, there's just not a lot of inventory out there, and there's a ton of buyers who want to take advantage of these low rates, and they want to buy a house. And so they're having to write 15, 18, 20 offers before they can actually find a house. And so I know that you know people who are going to want to sell their home sometime between now and the end of the year. And I'm wondering, what can you and I do together to let them know about all these buyers I've got lined up over here and how I can help them? Right? Thanks for not keeping me a secret. I need some inventory. Thank you. Bye. Right? That's a video. Now, White, you could send an email to everybody you know today and hey, click here to watch an important video from me. Or for an important message from me. Click and they watch that video. Video is impactful. When people can see your face, right, and hear your tone, it's much easier for them to imagine picking up the phone and calling you. All right. So there's a lot of stuff going on this page. I'm not overwhelming them in information that they don't want to know about. Right? If they're clicking on an ad called Get $30,000 to Short Sale, all they're learning is how to get $30,000 to short sale. Plus, here's a free book. Thanks for stopping by. What? What? Reciprocity. Right? Robert Cialdini, The Art of Reciprocity. Do you know when you walk into a gift shop, if you walk into a shop, you know, and if they give you something for free, hi, thanks for visiting today. We just wanted to give you this as a gift. You'll buy something. You will. Otherwise, you feel like a chump walking out of the store because they gave you something. You didn't buy anything. You guys know what I'm talking about? Okay. So there's some stuff happening on this page called Get $30,000 to Short Sale. There's also some stuff happening on this HARP 2.0 refi page right here. This link's over there, right? Because again, I know that Loan Mod Minnow wants to remain Loan Mod Minnow. They want to save their house. They don't, no, I don't want to be a short sale salmon, right? So even if they come here to learn how to get $30,000 in case they turn into a short sale salmon, they're still hoping, oh, maybe I can be a Loan Mod Minnow still. Click, right? And that takes them over here to my HARP 2.0 refi page where they're going to meet my mortgage partner, Tom. Right? And you all have a mortgage partner, Tom. Right? Tom's been getting my buyer business for years. Why? Because he's a great mortgage broker. He gets the loans closed. He's got great products. He's a banker/mortgage broker guy. He's got great products. He knows his products really well. He's consultative. I know if I put him on the phone with my buyers, they're going to love him. Right? Is he a HARP 2.0 expert? Of course, everybody is. The guidelines are basic. Right? He's an intelligent mortgage broker, and he's therefore a HARP expert because the guidelines are laid out right in front of him, 4 easy steps. Is it a Fannie or a Freddie loan? Right? $31 Do they have more than 31% debt to income ratio? Right? Are they still employed? Have they missed a payment? Right. So he's my HARP 2.0 expert. And so if you land on this page, it says, owe more than your home is worth, can't afford the payments. I'll help you refi under the government HARP 2.0 program and reduce your monthly payments by as much as 50% so you can keep your home for free. Tom Jacobs is a certified foreclosure alternatives advisor because I say so, because I gave him a gold button down here that says foreclosure alternatives advisor, and I put it on his webpage. And if he wants to put it on his business cards, I'll give him another one. Right? So Tom Jacobs is a certified foreclosure alternatives advisor and residential mortgage loan officer who specializes in helping people refinance their underwater homes through the government's HARP 2.0 refinance program. Tom's helped dozens of families who were told they wouldn't qualify under HARP guidelines get qualified and save their homes. Take 10 minutes to call and speak with Tom, and he'll help you find out pretty quickly whether you'll qualify, and if not, what you might be able to do about it. It's a free phone call and a free service, right? Nothing to sell you. Right. So if they watch this, hi, Tom. Hey, folks, how's it going? My name's Tom. They can hear him. They can go, oh, look, I have that shirt. My wife got me that shirt for Christmas. I can call this guy up. That's what happens. That's the power of video. Imagination. I can imagine myself calling this guy right now. Nothing to sell me. Look at his team. They specialize in HARP. Look, I could just link to his website right now. Right. And 70% of those loan mod minnows who go talk to Tom are going to find out that they don't qualify for HARP. Right? They're not going to qualify for the loan mod either. That's why they're over there talking to him. And you know what he's going to do with the 70% of loan mod minnows that don't qualify? When they say to him, well, now what? He's going to say, hey, loan mod minnow, it's time for you to morph. You need to go talk to Chris. Right? You need to go talk to Chris. You guys don't let the bank foreclose on you. Avoid foreclosure and maybe get paid. Right? Chris can help you guys stay in that home as long as possible and possibly get paid cash to move out through a short sale with no foreclosure. Give him a call. Right. That's the process. It's a symbiotic relationship. It's almost like Tom, he's a giant Gulf grouper, and I'm the skinny little shrimp, and I go out there and I walk over to the grouper hole that Tom lives in, and he opens up his mouth, and his teeth are full of like all these like mackerel and stuff that he's been eating. And he likes shrimp too, but he's not going to eat me because I'm going to go in there and clean his teeth out, right? He's going to hold his mouth open. I'm going to eat all the little stuff, and I'm going to leave. You guys know what I'm talking about? Have you seen The Underwater World of Jacques Cousteau? It's a symbiotic relationship. We work together, right? And he refis loan mod minnows, or he turns them into a salmon and he sends them over to me, right? Now, there's a lot of things going on with these pages, including the free attorney consult page, right? Facing foreclosure, considering bankruptcy. It says, listen to Joe Marcarelli, a California real estate attorney, discuss upside-down homeowners, foreclosure, and bankruptcy before you do another thing. Well, so look, just watch the video. Just watch the video, you guys. Get $30,000 to short sale. HARP 2.0 refi. Here's an attorney right over here saying, listen, if you guys want to come talk to me about a bankruptcy, by all means, avoid foreclosure if you can, right? If it's an option to avoid foreclosure, in other words, if you can short sell your home and avoid a foreclosure, and then let's talk about bankruptcy, right? You'd much rather enter bankruptcy without a foreclosure on your credit report than with. And if you can avoid the foreclosure for free, and even get paid to do that, why wouldn't you do that, right? So sometimes people just need to hear that. And so the reason I've got Joe over here, the reason I've got Tom over here is because I look at those guys, they're like arrows in my quiver, right? The reason I have my Forest Ranch FSBO page, that's an arrow in my quiver. In other words, when I see a FSBO moose crossing the roadway up ahead, I've got a FSBO arrow. I can just go, I can fire it and I can hit it. What does that look like? It looks like I'm driving down the street and I see a sign out in front of a house in my farm area that says for sale by owner. I can pull up, knock on their door, and tell them about this system, and they're going to be all over it, right? And I'm going to probably convert them into a listing, or I'm going to get paid to sell their house, one way or the other, right? I've got the arrow when I see that happening. When I'm talking to somebody at their front door and they say, hey, we're working on a loan mod, go away, I can say, oh, I'm so glad I knocked on your door, I can help you guys, right? I've got an arrow to hit them with. When they say, no, we're gonna file bankruptcy. Oh, I'm so glad I knocked on your door. I've got an arrow. Boom. Here, go to my website, you guys. I can hit them with it. Right? No, we don't want to short sell our house. Oh, good. I can help you guys refi under the HARP 2.0 program. I've got a guy on my team. He's the best guy in the county. You guys, I'm so glad I knocked on your door. Here's my business card. Go over to my website and click on the HARP 2.0 page and meet Tom. Tom's going to help you guys save your home. Services are free. Oh, wow. Hey, thank you. Right? Boom. I've got an arrow I can hit them with. Right. These things are arrows in my quiver. Hey, you guys, and listen, if Tom can't help you guys save your home, I can help you guys stay there as long as possible, possibly get paid cash to move out. When you go over there, you'll learn. There's $30,000 available to some homeowners for doing a short sale these days, relocation assistance. Check it out when you go over there to meet Tom. Hey, I got to go. Goodbye. Like, you know, when I'm knocking on doors and I'm in a hurry, I don't even have time to talk to you folks. I'm just, here, you go. Here, I want to let you know about this. Got to go. Bye. Right. Prospects pursued, run away. I don't need anything from you guys. I'm not trying to get a listing. I'm just letting you know. Right? So I can do that. All right. So I've got this website. Let's go back. And it's for Forest Ranch. And you all have Forest Ranch. Now, you know what I could do, and I'm going to show you how it's being done right now, is I could print a picture of this website. You already saw it. I could print a picture of this website, and I could put a Post-it note on it right here, and I could say, check this out. And I could point to anything with a yellow highlighter, right? And I could underline stuff. And then I could fold this up in an envelope, and I could stuff it in the mail, and I could send it to somebody in Forest Ranch. And when they opened it, they would go, huh. You guys see how that works? So let me show you something. Let's open up a letter here from Rick Geese. He's out in the Detroit area of Michigan. And here's Rick's letter that he's been getting a nice 2% response rate from as of recently, right? As of recently. I can't make this stuff up because that's Rick Geese, right? And so let's walk through the dynamics of this letter together. 2% response rate, you guys, is phenomenal. And in my experience and vicariously through a lot of agents, 2% is really good. Right. Now he's in Michigan, he's in his market, and he's got his list that he's mailing to. That doesn't mean you can mail to just everybody and get a 2% response rate. He's mailing to targeted lists. And a lot of cases you guys can't buy 30, 60 lists anymore, can you? Right? Maybe you can get 90 NODs. Right? But in your marketplace, you guys could probably find purchasers who got like 90-10 purchase loans or 80-15 fives when they did those, back then several years ago. So you got to get kind of tricky to target your market now. But you get a good list, right? Like Rick's doing, and he's mailing to it. And I'm going to show you what this letter looks like. It's really simple. It says it's got a headline, right? We can stop the foreclosure free, no cost to you, but time is of the essence. He's got a stamp up here that says final notice. Now this thing, thoughts and changes, don't worry, this was his original draft to me. And I want you to know I made no changes. and this thing is full of typos. I said leave them be. Just leave them be. Leave the typos. Just get this thing out. Get it out. Right? Speed of implementation, I'm not worried about it. They'll get it. So we can stop the foreclosure free, no cost to you, but time is of the essence. Dear Steve and Mariana, it appears life has thrown you a curveball and has put you in the position of losing your home according to today's legal news. The last thing you need is someone blowing smoke at you. Latest scams to watch out for, people wanting you to buy the house from you on a short sale and lease it back to you with an option to buy on a 2-year land contract. Problem? Well, how long before your credit improves enough to get a mortgage and getting the property to be worth the land contract balance for the bank's appraisal? What you need now is someone who will look out for your best interests and can help you find your best way out of this tough situation. That's where I come in. We've only got about a week to get your lender to call off the foreclosure, right? So it sounds to me like this is going to notice a trustee sale, NTS, right? You guys with me? This is not some magic way to save your house. This is a way to get you out of this mess with the least amount of damage to your credit report and the best chance of getting a new home in the least amount of time. What about declaring bankruptcy? He talks about that, right? And then he just copied and pasted some information from the website, which is about how to get $30,000. And give me a call, Rick Geese. So this is the cover letter. I'm going to shrink this down a little bit more, right? So that's the cover letter, okay, stamped final notice, right? You guys could all write a letter this good, which is basically latest scams to watch out for. We've only got a week. You better hurry. What about declaring bankruptcy, right? And did you know that you can get $30,000 with some filler content? Okay. Now, next page is basically the reverse side, so don't worry about that. It's the back of that letter we were just looking at. All right. Next page, his website. He printed it out, right? This is the home page of his website where it says home, half a hamp, loan mod, deed in lieu, HARP 2.0, refi help, deficiency judgment, short sale. He's got all this stuff up here. How to avoid foreclosure, search for homes, my testimonials. So you can see his thing, right? Upside down in Michigan. He's mailing them his website. And here's the home page, right? And the reverse side, and then, whoops, I scrolled up, right? Here's the home page, and there's the bottom of the home page. Why would my lender accept less than is owed? Will I qualify for a short sale? So he just printed his website out, right? Printed it out. And he didn't print these out on white paper, right? He printed them out on blue, like a light blue paper, right? Printed out his website. And then he added a little press release about his book. Well, how do you get the book? Don't worry about it. You have the book. So he did a press release. Southeastern Michigan broker is helping local homeowners avoid foreclosure with free short sales. Rick Geese, a licensed associate, for immediate release. Free, no obligation ebook explains short sale process. So he's got a little press release about his ebook, right? Multiple pages. And then, and then last but not least, right, that's the rest of the press release, he's got this little CDPE form that he inserted in there on a blue piece of paper. Right. Now, you guys don't have to be CDPE. If you are, you have this form. That's great. You can exactly duplicate his package. But if you're not CDPE, you don't need to go be CDPE. Just the information is the same. It's just generic, right? Foreclosure, up to 300 points off your credit report. Short sale, as little as 50. So it's just weighing the benefits, right? The differences between a foreclosure and a short sale. On your credit report, 7 years. Short sale, on your credit, 12 to 18 months, right? Foreclosure, 7 years immediately. So he's just inserted the CDPE form. So let's go back through the contents here, just from beginning, right, real quickly, right? He got his cover letter in there. We can stop the foreclosure process, free, no cost to you, but time is of the essence, right? Scams to watch out for. What about declaring bankruptcy? And did you know you can get up to $30,000? He did that in a cover letter, right? And then he printed out his website, the homepage, on 2 pieces of paper, right, colored paper, inserted those along with the press release about the book, along with a CDPE form, right? And it all went into an envelope stamped final notice. And by the way, this envelope is 5.5 by 8 or 8.5 by 5, you know, like a large size postcard style envelope. And then the other side of the envelope looks like this, right? He had these envelopes custom made so that they look like Overnight Express envelopes, right? So actually, a little cleaner, right? None of that white space is included. This is what the envelope looks like. And it simply says, open immediately, express, right? Important notice enclosed, extremely urgent, right? That's one side of the envelope. And again, the other side looks like this, stamped final notice. All right, 2% response rate. 2% response rate, taking a website like this, right? Printing it out on a piece of paper and putting a little thing here and saying, hey, look, right? And he didn't even do that. And so on my homepage over here, get my free copy of my book, The Homeowner's Guide to Real Estate Short Sales. Just download a free copy right now. It'll walk you through the process of a short sale from beginning to end through the eyes of an expert. When you're done reading it, you'll know that I'm a guru. You'd want me on your team, but you don't have to hire me. Maybe I'm not the best person for you, right? This book will show you how to go find the best person for you. In fact, this book will show you how to short sell your home on your own and give you all the tools to do it, right? You decide what's best for you. Just read the book. Go get a free copy. Right. That's the language that I speak. What's a short sale? Why would my lender accept less than is owed? Will I qualify for a short sale? Right. So that's my homepage of my website over here. And clearly I work Forest Ranch, but clearly if you're a buyer, you can come search the MLS. You can go look at Forest Ranch FSBOs. Right. So pretty interesting thing. Now this website, I can build any page I want. Right. Any page I want. I can make it look like anything I want. Vacation rentals if I'm down in the Florida Keys, right? If I'm, Don Ross up in Orange County, California, he's got some specific targeted mailing stuff going on for second lien eliminations and mortgage balance reduction program and his rent buyback program, and I can make it look like that, right? Rick Geese, he is over in Michigan, and let's just go look. I think here's Rick Geese right here. All right, let's go look at Rick Geese, the 2% letter guy. Right. So here's his website. Here's his website. You can build any page you want on these websites, right? Any page you want. And on these pages, you can, if you want, you can just upload videos, right? You can upload photos, text, whatever you want. Let me show you one more page here. We're going to go to My Bressi Ranch, right? Mike Daniels over here. So without a custom header, you see what this looks like, right? And now, let me give you guys another idea for getting listings. Okay, so now Mike's working Bressi Ranch, right? And he's got this page right here called Bressi Ranch Nosy Neighbors. It's pretty cool. If you go over to Mike's Bressi Ranch Nosy Neighbor page and join the Nosy Neighbor program, right, you'll be shocked by what you'll discover as a Bressi Ranch Nosy Neighbor. Right. In fact, when you sign up for our Nosy Neighbor program, you'll be able to rest assured knowing nothing will happen in Bressi Ranch real estate that you won't know about right away. Sign up for the program. It's free. We don't share your information with anybody. Right? It's just a local neighborhood program. A lot of your neighbors have already signed up. And it just means when you're driving home on a rainy night and you see a for sale sign across the street, you don't have to get out of the box and run over the, get out of the car and run over there in the rain just to discover the flower box is empty. Just go in your house, look on the computer. You probably have a virtual tour waiting for you. Right? You'll know if it's a short sale. You'll know if it's what it is, who listed it. You'll know all about it immediately. Right? As soon as these things hit the MLS, they hit your inbox. So it's just a great way to stay, on top of what's happening real estate-wise in your own neighborhood. It's my Nosy Neighbor program. Oh, great. That's a pretty cool farm tool. Like if you're farming Bressie Ranch or 4S Ranch, it's a great way to let people know about your program, right? Because remember, what Mike could do is Mike could just print out a picture of his website, right? Laminate it, a nice picture of his website, laminate it, and when he's knocking door to door in Bressie Ranch, he could let people know about the Bressie Ranch Nosy Neighbor program and say, hey, leave him a photocopy of his website. Go over there and sign up. Check it out. You guys will love it. By the way, right? What's this book on your thing? Oh, it's a book I put together. Don't worry about it. It may or may not apply to you guys, but I bet you know somebody who'd love to have my information. You get a free copy when you're over there, right? Your dialogue and your support tools, if you're looking for real good dialogue and real good support tools for the mail and for a farm area right now for getting listings, I think I'm hitting the thing out of the park right now for you guys. I think I am. Right? And I could show you how to get these video testimonials. Like if you go over to his HARP 2.0 Refi Help page, it's still the Tom Jacobs team, right? But what you got right here is a video testimonial from a past customer saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. The day that I met you, Tom, right? The day that Rick referred me to you, Tom, on the Tom Jacobs team, and you saved my home was the best day of my life. I owe you and Rick a big, big, big thank you, right, for helping us refinance our underwater home. There's a nice video testimonial. You guys could have one too. It'd take you about 10 minutes to get one. Right? You guys could all have a stealth website like this that your prospect could come over to, and they could just translate it into whatever language they speak, right? They could just translate it into whatever language they speak, right? Your entire website. Right? Or they can just go back to English. They can search the MLS. If you've got a blog, you can link your blog over here. Why would you do that? Well, you get some real good Google juice out of that, right? Search engine optimization. Right? In fact, if Rick Geese will tell you this, Rick's not a blogger, but he's got a beautiful blog. He pays $40 a month to some guy in India or someplace, right? Short sale specialist help in southeastern Michigan by default advocate Rick Geese. I mean, talk about keyword content. Macomb County, Michigan, short sale help. More struggling homeowners choosing a strategic default. Could be a fatal lifelong financial mistake. Look at this stuff. Rick's not a blogger. He pays $40 a month, right? Getting some great Google juice out of this, right? So what I do is I build a rather ingenious website for real estate agents, right, that you can do anything you want to, including, watch this, you guys. I'm going to come in here, and I'm just going to pretend I'm an agent. I'm going to log in, and let's just change the color of my website real quick. We're going to go to Stealth Site. We're going to say Edit Site Settings. By the way, this is where we'd put in our Google Analytics tracking ID for free, right? So we can track who comes to our website, where they come from, what page they land on, how long they spend there, what page they go to from there, right? We can track all that. That's easy. We can put in all of our keywords and stuff down here, right? And I can change my website. I can change the background color of my website. I can lighten it up. Let's go down there a little bit lighter, right? And click Submit. Now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say, I just lightened up my website a little bit, right? Just a little bit. I could change the background color, rename the pages, move some of the pages off. In fact, I could say right now, I really don't want to have my FSBO campaign showing, so I'm going to take that away, my 4S Ranch FSBO campaign. I'm going to take that off of there. And I'm going to take my, that's it. I'm going to take my hot property, this new pocket listing I've got, and I'm going to put that over there. And I'm going to click Save Changes, right? I'm going to come over here and reload. And now I've got this little pocket listing, you guys. It's actually my own property. Little condo I'm selling down in La Jolla, and I'm not selling on the MLS, but I'm advertising it over here because I'm running some Craigslist ads that people click on and it just takes them over here, right? So what I've done is I've created a really ingenious website that realtors, like let's say you could change brokerages from RE/MAX to Coldwell to Prudential to Zip Realty to Keller Williams, at the touch of a button. Change the color at the touch of a button. Change the market that you're marketing at the touch of a button. Your farm area? No. I don't want to work 4S Ranch anymore. Are you kidding me? I got bit by a dog bear last week. That place is crazy. I'm going to go customize my website content. And in fact, I'm going to open up my homepage, and I'm going to say no more Forest Ranch. In fact, I think I'm going to go work San Alejo Hills, because that place, it's a great community. I'm really comfortable working those neighborhoods, and a lot of upside-down stuff up there right now. Good place to go find a listing, right? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to work San Alejo Hills, right, going forward. Now I'm going to work San Alejo Hills. Right. Now, I'm going to have vendors for San Alejo Hills that are going to pay for me to send my newsletter out and my postcards, because over here at Simple Listing Solutions, right, with this stealth website that converts into any language, right, I've got a huge toolkit of tools that I use to drive traffic, including direct response newsletters like this, right, that go on the reverse side of my property flyers, so I keep my flyer box full, so when the neighbors come empty my flyer box, they turn it over and they discover that I wrote a book about short sales, right, a book that I'm the author of. It's ghostwritten for me, and I've got complete editing capability of this book, and it's a great book. So now I can start working my listings for more listings, right, and I can send these out through the mail. I can start working my neighborhood with my door hangers, with my postcards, get a free book, right, learn your options. Oh, more than home is worth, can't afford to pay, get the truth about your options, right? Just go over to my website, get a free copy of this $37 ebook. Give me your name and your email address. We'll start an automated drip campaign. I'll send you my ebook that you can spread around and make it viral, like the swine flu. You can get it all over San Alejo Hills for me, right? I'm a certified short sale advisor. What does that mean? It means I made a gold seal that says certified short sale advisor, and I pop it in right down there, and that's real clear. Right. I don't turn that into like some sort of a military nomenclature. What would that be? CSSA. Yeah, that would be so a certified short sale advisor would be a CSSA. I don't say that because CSSA sounds like an airline, right? CSSA wouldn't mean anything to somebody. They'd be, what the heck is a CSSA? Sounds super official, but I don't know what it means. But certified short sale advisor, that's pretty clear. Just tells my brain, I don't even have to read it. I can just look at it. My brain says, oh, this person is some sort of certified short sale advisor. Huh. Right. And then when I'm doing my open houses, because the purpose of a listing is to get another one, yeah, I've got property information flyer I'm going to give them, but I also give them my other handout. Hey, thanks for stopping by, you guys. Say, let me give some information about the house and give you this to take along. Oh, what's this? Hey, thanks for asking. It's a book I put together. It may or may not apply to you folks, but I bet you know somebody here in the neighborhood who would love to have this information. Well, what is it? Well, I help people save their homes for free, right? Whether through a loan modification or HARP 2.0 refi program. And, you know, if we can't help them save it, we can help them stay there as long as possible and get paid to avoid a foreclosure in some cases. So, thanks for not keeping it a secret. Here you go. Oh, wow. That's great dialogue, and you've had this house open every week, Chris. What a fabulous habit. I know. Right. And you know, Chris, when you listed this thing and you knocked on our door to hand out the just listed flyer, that was the first time I met you face-to-face. Yep. And then the open house that I came to was the second time I met you face-to-face. Yep. And then when you knocked on our door again and handed out the just sold thing, that was like the third time I met you face-to-face. Yep. Chris, I feel like I know you really well. And you wrote a book. It's pretty cool. Yep. Right. That's the purpose of my business. I'm in the relationship business. Right. I got to get out on the street and generate listings through relationships, through the relationships I have with people. Right. I take my great past clients and my friends, I take them out for lunch. And when we're sitting at lunch, I say, hey, give me your cell phone. I'm looking at their phone. I go, check out my new Android, and they're looking at it. And I say, hey, who's 5 people that we can call up right now on your cell phone and tell them about me? I'm buying you lunch. What? Yeah, let's call up some of your people. Okay, here, I'm going to call this person right now. Sherry. Who's Sherry? Oh, that's Sherry. She's my massage therapist. Oh, okay, great. I'm going to call her up. Hey, Sherry, how's it going? Listen, I'm sitting here at lunch with your friend, Craig Beveridge. You know Craig? Yeah, I know Craig. Who's this? Oh, this is his realtor, and I'm his friend, and we're sitting here having lunch. I just wanted to let you know that I'm also his friend, and I'm a great realtor, and I'm his realtor too, and I want to be your realtor too. And since I'm a realtor of a very good friend of yours, if you ever need a realtor, would you be comfortable working with me? Right. I mean, I know agents that do that. Right. Good. I'm going to send you a little email with my information. And they go out, they say, hey, who do you know? Who do you know that I can call up right now and tell about my services? Right. Relationship. That's where listings are coming from. Business cards. Right. Simple little business card. Now, listings come from business cards if they're designed effectively and they're married to some really good dialogue as you hand it out. Right. Hey, folks, can I give you a few of these and ask you to think about who you might know who could use our free services saving their home? What? Yeah. Can I give you a few of these and ask you to think about who you might know here in the neighborhood who could use our free services saving their underwater home? If they owe more on their home than it's worth, we're here to help. How do you do that? Well, we can help them with a HAMP loan modification, with a HARP 2.0 refi. And listen, if they don't qualify for any of that stuff, by God, I'm going to help them stay in that home as long as possible. And if there's cash available to help them with the fresh relocation and no foreclosure, I'm going to go find it. Bank of America pays up to $30,000. Can I give you guys a few of these and ask you to think about, right, again, if I hand out this card married to really good dialogue, it works. It's the Rainmaker card. Well, what's this book on? Hey, thanks for asking. I didn't mention it, but since you asked, you know, when you go over there, you can get a free copy of the book. Oh, it's tools, tips, and tactics for battling your bank if you're working on a loan mod right now. But listen, go over to this website, experthomeassist.com. Click on the HARP Refi Help page and go meet my partner, Tom. He is awesome. You guys are going to love him. Nothing to sell you, right? Free conversation, free service. There's nothing to sell you, okay? He's a great guy. He's a consultant. He's not a salesperson. And he specializes in HARP 2.0. Well, we've been told we don't qualify because we'll go get an expert opinion go get a second opinion from another expert. Let me give you guys a few of these, right? That kind of dialogue, you guys, is rain-making dialogue. It's rain-making dialogue with your center of influence, and it's rain-making dialogue with strangers at their front door, especially when you've got a little cute puppy on a leash, right? Corrugated plastic bandit signs at busy intersections where cars actually have to stop. They don't zoom by really fast, you know, and where you got a lot of cars slowly rolling by, pulling up at that stop sign, right? Avoid foreclosure, have your lender forgive your debt, sell your home, pay nothing, owe nothing, save credit, toll-free. What? Call a toll-free number. Hey, did you know Bank of America pays up to $30,000 to underwater homeowners who are looking to short sale their house? They cooperate with a short sale, avoid foreclosure, get paid $30,000 relocation assistance. Bank of America, they're not the only lender doing that. And that's what I do. I help people avoid foreclosure. Oh, wow. Right. Corrugated plastic bandit signs. So you see how these tools, I could use these tools. Right. I could use these tools in my 4S ranch. Right? And I don't have to pay the postage, right? Why couldn't I have an exclusive pool cleaner? Why couldn't I have an exclusive handyman? Why couldn't I have my Wells Fargo guy? Why couldn't I have the landscapers? Why couldn't I have other people benefit from my marketing, pay for my newsletter, pay for that stuff, right? And why wouldn't I create a really good direct response newsletter, like a 4-page newsletter, right? That's attractive to both men and women. It's got a little man cave section where it's got cool stuff about technology and tools and sports and stuff like that. And it's also got fun stuff that's more attractive to women. They go, oh, wow, how to make candles at home, scented perfumes, or, you know, whatever, date night, you know, fun recipes, things like that, games, right? Why couldn't I send out a newsletter that reminds people every single month, hey, by the way, go visit my website, get a free copy of my book, The Homeowner's Guide to Short Sales. Hey, by the way, go visit my website, get a free home value report for your home in 4S Ranch. Hey, by the way, thanks for not keeping my services secret. Now that you're letting everybody know that I can help people save their homes for free through HARP, HAMP, HAFA, it's pretty cool, right? Thank you. Your referrals are awesome, right? I could put a little label on it right here. This thing folds in 2 folds. It goes out in the mail the size of a postcard, right, to Joe Smith with my logo, right? Direct response newsletter from Chris. It's called the Welcome Mat. Bringing your best life home. It arrives every month with my logo and my face on it, reminding you of my book, right? Because I'm communicating to my center of influence, you know, who I am and what I do, right? So what I've done is you guys can start to see over at Simple Listing Solutions, right, is I've created a toolkit that's pretty massive. In fact, it's bigger. Let me show you more tools. Let's log in as an agent, and let's go look at our Craigslist ads. Right? Let's go look how I can click, and I can start running HARP 2.0 Craigslist ads today. Right? And I could point them to any page on my website. So when people click on the ad, they land on whatever page I want. Obviously, if I'm going to run the HARP 2.0 page, I want them to land on Tom's page, right? So I just click HARP 2.0. I click on that, and then it gives me this code right here, this little HTML code. I just click copy, and I go paste it into Craigslist, and you know what happens? This ad appears in Craigslist, just like that. And when people click on it, where's it going to take them to? It's going to take them right over here to meet Tom immediately. It won't take them to the $30,000 page, right? If I run the $30,000 Craigslist ad and I point it to that page, then that's where it'll take them to. But when I run the HARP 2.0 help page, it takes them to HARP 2.0 help. That's how we convert, right? That's how we convert. So I've got a whole bucket full of Craigslist ads. Have you considered a deed in lieu of foreclosure? Get a free copy of this book and free assistance. Why? Want help with your loan mod? Right. So let me show you guys something here, a little marketing 101. I'm going to go back to that PowerPoint presentation earlier because I've got an image here that will be helpful. It's going to make it easier for you guys to imagine this. So with this ad right here, I could run it in Craigslist under the services section, right, under real estate or mortgage. Right. But where would I want it? As a marketer with a real estate license, I would want it in the rentals section, right? Because I think to myself, okay, if I'm a homeowner facing foreclosure and I'm on Craigslist, what am I looking for? A place to go live. A place to go live. Right? So I'd want this thing in rentals. But if I put this ad in the rentals section, A, I couldn't. It's not a rental ad, and even if I could sneak in there, it'd get flagged in 10 seconds, and nobody would ever see my ad. Right? But what if it was really easy to make a for rent ad for a real rental property and then incorporate my ad into it? Right? So for rent, Lakeside Terrace, 5-bedroom, 4-bath, luxury living. By the way, attention upside down homeowners, save your home with a HARP refi. Huh? Why couldn't I do that? I could sneak this into a rental ad or a for sale ad. Then I could start running this ad over in the rental section on Craigslist. And when people click on it, I could have them go to any page I want. I could have them go to a for rent page, or I could have them go to Save Your Home with HARP. Make sense? Okay. So I'm showing you guys some Craigslist ads too. Like we were just looking at a bunch of other tools, and I told you I was going to come at you like a fire hose with corrugated plastic bandit signs and door hangers and direct response letters and all kinds of stuff. Effective stuff. Like, let's scroll down here. So forget about the Craigslist ads. Where are all the leads aggregating? Everybody who's opting into the website, whether they're opting in for a fight foreclosure book or a short sale book, or whether they've come down in order to, let's see if we got any home value reports in here. Home value report, right? Right. Whatever they've opted in for, I can see what they've opted in for, and I can see how many drips I've dripped on them from my automated drip campaign. See, 10 letters went out here, right? 5 have gone out here, and I can turn these things on or off, right, from my back office. Right. From my back office, that's where I plug in my Google Analytics, all my keywords, right? Change the color of my website, display whatever kind of branding I want, Coldwell, Keller Williams, whatever. It's up to me. Just click submit, and I can just do that. Right. And you guys don't even have to know how to do this because it's a chimpanzee could do this because we make it that sort of simple for you. Well, maybe not a chimpanzee, but it's pretty darn simple. So I make a website, and it's a website that it's organic, and it needs to be. Why? Because our marketplace is organic. You go out and you buy a Z57 website. Maybe they're the best company in the world. I don't know. Or whoever sold you a website. You go and you buy a website. They're done. It's kind of static. Unless you got a web techie guy that's working with you all the time, or you could use a WordPress or something, and you know how to do it, right? Otherwise, it's just, there you go. Here's your website. But the market's changing all the time. Like right now, we got a lot of short sales to go get, but they're going to go away one day to a large degree. And when they do, and we transition into a normal market, I want to have my FSBO page over here, right? I want to build a FSBO page. I already did, right? Because I'm going to start working FSBOs. Here's my for sale by owner page. Let's put it over here, right? And maybe if I want a buyer campaign, I can build a bank-owned bargain page, Forest Ranch foreclosures, if there's a lot of those in there. Let me take my hot property off here, right? I can do that. And how do I work FSBOs? How am I going to start to do the FSBO market when it starts to come here? Well, listen, Forest Ranch for sale by owner. I can make any kind of page I want. For sale by owner, my Forest Ranch Seller Assist program enables me to help match Forest Ranch homeowners who've made the decision to sell their homes on their own with qualified buyers who are seriously looking to purchase a home within Forest Ranch. I've made special arrangements with these owners to show their properties, answer your questions, and prepare and present offers. To arrange a private showing or find out more about any of the homes you see on this page, you may call the number below. Right. Here's this one, Forest Ranch, 3-bedroom, 2.5 for scheduled, first sale by owner, pre-approved buyers can schedule property showings by calling me. Right? This lovely 5-bedroom. I could put videos on here, photos, right? Virtual tour of a house. And so since I can do that, right? Since I can do that, and since I can print this website out on a piece of paper and put a Post-it note on it and say, check this out, and mail that to a FSBO and say, why wouldn't you advertise your home over here for free? Are you familiar with my Seller Assist program? Right? Outlined on the back. I come take photos, I come take video, I provide you with contracts and forms, I market your home online, right? I make sure any buyers come to you, they're pre-approved first and they're serious, and then I show your home only on scheduled dates. I make it really easy and convenient for you guys, right? It's not hard to do. Expired listings, I can go get the expired. Anyway, I'm not going to go too off track here, but think organic website that grows underneath your feet. Think direct response newsletter that promotes your viral ebooks, right? And think when I log in, how am I going to go learn this dialogue? Because I want to go door knocking tomorrow and talking about this stuff. Well, you can just log in and go to Click Training Videos, right? And you can come down here and you can just watch the dialogue training, mastering the one-on-one dialogue. You can just watch the video, right? You're going to go knock on doors, watch the video, right? You want to build your own YouTube page, right? And start really working with video smartly, go watch the video. You know, YouTube marketing for realtors. And if that's not enough for you, you need more help, call me up because I'm on your team, right? So that's how our system works over here at Simple Listing Solutions. I provide you guys with this technology. You don't worry about it. I bring it. You bring me onto your team for 220s, $39 a month. You bring me onto your team. I bring all the technology. I set it up. And then you say, okay, Chris, what do I go do to go get listings? And I'm going to say, I don't have a clue, but let's talk about it. And then I'll have a real good clue. I'll say, tell me about your marketplace. Tell me about your resources. You got a marketing budget? You got a lot of past clients. Where are they? I don't have any of that stuff. All right. Well, you like to knock on doors? No, I'm petrified. I'm never going to do it. Okay. Well, let's not talk about that. Right? So I don't know until I talk to you, but I don't just give you tools. I give you tools and I come onto your team, right? Because I'll make the tools work for you. As long as you're willing to work. It's got to be your habits, right? It's got to be your habits and your personality out there doing the stuff, but I'm going to come onto your team, right, and make the tools work for you. Right? That's what we do over here at Simple Listing Solutions. So I showed you guys how to use HARP 2.0, right, to get to get short sale listings using HARP 2.0, right, from Craigslist. Right, we talked about $30,000, how to get $30,000 when you short sell your home. Why that's a key. Click, right, why that works, right, get $30,000 to short sale. You guys can come over here, by the way, too. At my demo website, you can play around over here. This is at experthomeassist.com. Just come check it out. Right, and then why you want to go to my HARP 2.0 refi page and meet my partner Tom and, start the process there. Start the process there of moving loan modification minnows upstream and converting them into short sale salmon who jump into my lap and say, hey, Tom told us we should talk to you because we don't qualify for HARP refi. Oh, yeah, Tom's great. Okay, well, good. Have you guys read my book yet? No, but we know that you wrote one about short sales, and that's good enough for us. Oh, good. Right? And by the way, when you come over here to my website and click watch this, you meet me. Hey, don't be afraid to pick up a copy of my book. Right? It's not a spam trap. I don't share your information with anybody. And when you're done reading this book in 45 minutes, you'll know more than 9 out of the 10 realtors are going to come knocking on your door at about the 90-day late point, right? And what you should do with them, what to tell them. Read the book, you guys. It'll do you a favor. Thanks for coming to my website, right? I mean, that's that. And they go, wow, I can smell like a noble selling purpose in this guy. That doesn't smell like commission breath to me. Sounds like he knows what he's talking about. And he wants to be on my team, right? So I'd love to come onto your team in 2013, you guys. So let's just wrap this up and help you grow your business for $39 a month, right? Month to month, no contract. We don't need to get married. I'll just come onto your team and help you do some deals. And one deal close pays for me about 57 times, depending on where you are, maybe 157 times, right? I'm not easy to pay for. I mean, I'm easy to pay for. I'm not easy. I'm easy to pay for. I'll get you there. Right. So I see some questions are kind of accumulating. So let's go kind of scroll through the question lot here. How does your CRM database look? Does it have space to enter conversation log for each client? Let's go back there and take a look at that together. How does the email drip campaign work? Hey, those are good questions. How long does it take to set up? And how are okay, good. Spanish. We'll talk about all that stuff. Okay, so let's go log in again. I'm going to go log in back here. Right, I'm going to click login, and I'm just going to log in as this agent Susan, submit. And now Susan has 3 systems here, and we're only working about the stealth system today. So she's going to click stealth site. Okay, so the CRM system is right here, the lead center, where we can manage all of our prospects. So if I've got here's the ability I have, and it's all. I can turn the drip campaigns on or off, or I can download all of my leads right here. Download your list of prospects like in an Excel spreadsheet or some format if I want to bring them over to another CRM. That's what I can do, right? But from here, I don't have the ability to open up each one and make notes, right? I only have the ability to turn to the drip campaign on or off or export them, okay? Now, menu. Customize email drip campaigns. Let's click on that, right? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different drip campaigns tied to the website, right? One for the short sale book. It's a 10-letter drip campaign tied to the short sale book. So if they order this book, there's 10 letters that are going to drip on them, and they're spread out every 2 days, right? 10 letters. All right. And they're letters like, you know, warning, don't have your home appraised if you're even thinking about doing a short sale. Having your home appraised can kill your chances at a successful short sale down the road. Give me a call to find out why. P.S. I got a team of experts standing by to help you avoid foreclosure free. Give us a call on your team, right? Boom. Emails like that, they're consultative and tips and advice. So if they order the book, there's 10 letters. Now, because this is my demo site that we're logged into, there's only one, right? But if this were a real system, there would be 10. And so if I wanted to edit those letters, I could just click Edit, right? And I could open up my letters and I could edit them. Like here's a one that I can just delete. It doesn't need to be there because it's not a real letter. So if I wanted to edit this letter, I could just click Edit and I could open it up, right? And I could edit it. I could insert video. I could insert photos. I could change the timing, right? When do I want it to go out? You know, 6th hour on the 2nd day, right? After they opt in. That's email number 10, right? If I want to make email number 11, I could come down here or I could just click, let's go back, menu, right? Customize email drip campaigns. So short sale campaign, I could click edit, right? If I wanted to make another letter, I could click new email, right? And then I could say the new one is going to go out on day 3, right? So I could extend my drip campaigns. I've got complete editing capability over them. I can open up the letters and I could edit them, insert photos, or I could just leave them alone and let them work, right? Leave them alone and let them work. By the way, this 2% letter that we looked at today, let me show you guys something. We're going to get out of this back office quickly. We're going to scroll down here to a testimonial from Rick Geese. This is the guy whose letter we were looking at today. He said, does your site work? He said, you be the judge. On average, I'm getting 1 to 2 of these come list my house emails per month. He forwarded me an email from, I remember the email specifically. It was a woman saying, hi, Rick, please call us. Here's our cell phone. Here's our daytime phone number. Here's our evening phone number. Best time to call us is this. You know, per everything that we read, we're super qualified for a short sale, and we're waiting for your phone call. So, you know, it was an email. And so Rick is saying, does your site work? You be the judge. On average, I'm getting 1 to 2 of these. Now, how is he getting those? Remember, we were over here looking at his blog a minute ago, right? He's got a guy blogging for him, and he's getting some good juice out of these blogs, right? So he's driving, one of the ways he's driving traffic over here is through these blogs, but he's doing a lot of stuff with video on YouTube, right? So that's that. So let's go back into the back office, okay, because it's real easy. We're going to log in. Log in as Susan, and again, so we've got her lead center, Craigslist ads, right? Customize website content. I can open up any page of the website. Right. Customize website content. I can open any of the page of the website I want and just start changing things. So if I want to change my home page, right, back to 4S Ranch, here it is. It's like opening up a Microsoft Word document, right? I can scroll down this whole page and I can just edit anything I want. I can delete the video, right, and insert a new video. I can come right here and say, I'm going to give 4S Ranch another chance. Right? I miss them, and I bet they miss me. I'm going back to 4S Ranch. Right? So that's how easy it is to make editing changes within the system. All right. But also, building new pages, really easy. I could click Customize Website Content, and I could scroll down here to where it says Add a New Page, and we can just name it 09876 for the moment, and I'll call it New Page. Looks like I've already done this once, right? So I can just click New Page for today. Let's call it that, New Page for today, and I'm just going to click Submit. Right? And now I've got this thing right here called New Page for today. If I click Edit to open it up, it looks like a blank document. Insert video, insert photos, just start typing. Choose my font, choose my font size. Do I want it centered, flush left, flush right, bold, italicized, underline? Right? That's how these pages get made. Right? Type in a headline, change the, insert a photo, type in some text. Right? It's pretty darn simple. Right? You don't need to know how to do this. right? You don't need to know how to do this even on this webinar, because if you go to the Click Training video library, there's a video called How to Build a Page, right? How to insert your video, how to insert your text, right? So, and then you can get frustrated with that process and say, heck with it all. I'm just going to call up Chris and say, hey, Chris, I'm trying to build a page. It's not working. Will you help? And I'll say, yeah, sure. What you trying to do? On your team, boom, done. Right. But oftentimes what happens is I come up with great ideas like Forest Ranch Nosy Neighbors, right? I come up with the Nosy Neighbor program idea. I come up with the HARP 2.0 refi idea sparked by one of my members, right? And then I build a page template, or I just build the page for you, and I call you up. I say, hey, you got a new page. You got to go plug in a photo of your lender, plug it in. Right. So this is a system, when you're using it, whether you change it or not, it will organically morph underneath your feet, because I'm going to morph it as time comes along. And then I'll let you know why and what we're doing. Right. And you could choose to undo the changes, or you could say, no, I don't want to do that. And we'll say, okay. Right. But it is a living, breathing thing. And it's all designed to help you get listings, whether you want to go get FSBO listings, equity listings, right, expired listings, or, quite frankly, right now, short sale listings. In any language. So what's the setup fee? I'm going to get there. Can one website be shared with another realtor as a team? Absolutely. We're going to talk about that too. In fact, let's look at the Welcome Mat newsletter for a minute, because this is one of the primary tools that comes with the system. It's a direct response newsletter. You guys go find your own newsletter. You'll pay $45 a month or $100 a month to find something that kind of looks as good as this one, right? Just for a newsletter. Right, that you can customize, that you can do stuff with. Right? I teach you how to use the newsletter. There's a system I teach called Peanut Butter Prospecting. There's like a ton of different things you guys can do with newsletters. They're like the Swiss Army knife of marketing tools. They're great for your center of influence, and they're great for strangers. They're great for a farm area. They're great for NODs, right? If you know what to put in them and how to send them. But so the direct response newsletter and the other tools, right? They arrive like this in your back office magically. Check it out. There's a link right here that says download the monthly newsletter. So every month the newsletter appears in your back office in the middle of the month. Right? Like here's the February edition. We could look at it together. I could click download it in an 11 by 17 printable format. Right? I'm just going to click save and let's open it up. Right? Now obviously this one hasn't been customized yet. I haven't put my photo or my logo into it yet. So we're going to be looking at when it opens up here, we're going to be looking at a blank version of the February edition of the Welcome Mat, right? So here it is. And you can see that I've got this field right here for my photo, my logo, my stuff, right? My logo can go here with my return address. My website goes here. My website goes here, and it goes right here, right? Free book, free home value report. Thanks for not keeping my services a secret, right? Mailing label goes here. Thing folds up, goes out in the mail. This person changes character every month, right? This is cool. It's the first time I've ever seen an Asian guy here, but every month it changes. Like it's a girl next month, it's an older lady next month, the next month it's a young guy. So it's always a different person up here saying, hey, do you know friends, who are upside down in their home or their property? You can help me help them. It's easy and free. Thanks for not keeping me a secret. Your referrals are the lifeblood of my business. I help people save their homes for free, right? So this is the February edition of the Welcome Mat, and these are the inside pages, right? And so you can open this up, and you've got some fields that you can edit, right? And now let's scroll down here. Then you've got your homeowner service center. I'll open up a sample. Remember the 12 businesses that I have on my website, right? The 12 businesses that I have on my website with links over to them. That's my homeowner service center, my carpet cleaner, right? My window washer, my dog cleaner, my dog walkers, my homeowner service center vendors. Well, I've got this page right here. It's 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, right? 2 sides. Here, I'll shrink it down even smaller so you guys can see it, right? 2 sides. And now it's got this field right here for me, right? That can be my photo, my contact info, my logo, and then whatever I want to put right here, right? Whatever I want to put right here. Then it's got room for my 12 businesses, right? And my community name, that's a field that I can edit, right? So I can open this up and I would change it so it says 4S Ranch. It would say the 4S Ranch Homeowner Service Center, right? And then I just put my 12 businesses in here. And this little 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, this little insert, it gets inserted into my newsletter every month, right? So when I send the welcome mat out into Forest Ranch and people open it up, inserts fall out. Sometimes I include the comps, like quarterly, little yellow piece of paper with neighborhood comps, boom, slipped right in. Right. So that's how my vendors capitalize off of me. They're not only over here with links to them, they're also in my newsletter that goes out once a month. Right. I've got my Homeowner Service Center template, and it's already built for me right here in my back office, and with instructions how to modify your Homeowner Service Center. Here's the template. Right. So customize website content. How about customize website menu? Right. So these are all the pages that I currently have showing on my website. But these are pages that I have built and available to show. Like if I wanted, I could just drag these over and I could put them on, and I could put them anywhere I want. Right. I could put them anywhere I want. And I could also change the stacking order of these pages. So I could put free attorney consult, get $30,000. Yeah, that's a good order right there. And I could just click Save Changes. Right. So I could change the order that my pages appear in, right? I can rename the pages. For instance, watch this. Menu, customize website, rename. So my home page, I can say, hey, I don't want it to be called home page. I want to rename it, and I want to call it my mom's home page, right? That's what I want to call my home page. Submit. Right? And now if we go over here and reload, you can see that now it's called my mom's homepage. All right. So think about this. As a realtor, technology is really easy to use, especially with the help. You now have the ability, right, to morph this thing into any brokerage, any color, any language. In fact, let's go back into the back office and let's take a look at the tools. All right. If you click Downloads right here, right, you're going to find a bunch of tools. You're going to find the short sale ebook. You're going to find the short sale ebook in Spanish. You're going to find the Fight Foreclosure ebook right here in English, only I don't have that in Spanish. Right? And then you're going to find all your postcards, direct response letters, press releases, all those tools in both English and Spanish. Okay, there's 3 different postcards in English, 3 different postcards in Spanish, 3 different door hangers in English, 3 different door hangers in Spanish. Right, so if you're Hispanic or work in a Hispanic community, perfect. You got the tools for it. Right, you can download the Fight Foreclosure Alternatives Gold Seal image right here. Right, download a high resolution Foreclosure Alternatives Advisor Gold Seal, the Short Sale Advisor Gold Seal. Download the book images. Right, you can get all the images for the gold seals and the books right out of your back office because you'll use those in other marketing pieces. Right. For instance, I've got an email signature. P.S. Click here for a free copy of the Homeowner's Guide to Real Estate Short Sales before you or someone you know, makes a fatal mistake and lists their home with a rookie. Right. And then I show a picture of the book. Click on the book for a free copy right there next to the gold seal, right in my email signature. Boom. Every time an email goes out, people see my book and they can click on it for a free copy. Right. That's why you've got to have these images in your back office. So this system is constantly evolving. We've got a new page coming pretty soon. It's going to be a calculator. It's going to show up on this website. It's going to be a short sale calculator that people can just click on, and it connects right through. They can type in like a property address, and it uses Zillow, like eZillow property reports, so we could pull up their their home property value. It's pretty cool. It's a little short sale calculator, and that's going to be a little plug-in that if you want it to appear, you could just go click, plug it in. All right, that's coming here. In fact, probably this week. Technology is already done. We're just waiting to make it look pretty. Any other website questions you guys had? Yeah, how long does it take to set up, and what's the setup fee? Okay, so Simple Listing Solutions. Here's the way it works. You would need to go get a domain name, right? You need to go over to GoDaddy and spend $11 on a domain name, and you wouldn't want to get a short sale domain name because this is not just a short sale website. It's an everything website. You're a realtor. So you could brand your name, AdamManconi.com. The AdamManconiTeam.com or whatever your name is, or come up with a good URL, for your farm area, Forest Ranch, something.com, right? That'd be a good one if you want to work a community. Now you need a domain name, and that's all you need. Then what you'd need to do is you need to come back over here to SimpleListingSolutions.com and click on the sign up button, right? And see that there's a one-time setup fee of $597. right? And $39 a month, month to month. Can I get a deal off that $597? Yeah, I could because I was on this webinar today, but how do I get it? All right. Well, what you have to do is you have to back up and go back to simplelistingsolutions.com, and then up here in the browser bar, put in a / and write the word offer. And then you're going to go over to simplelistingsolutions.com / offer. And that'll take you to this page. That'll take you to this page. And if you come over here and you type in the word pay plan, just like that, and you click submit, oh boy, maybe that's an expired offer code. Let's try that one more time, pay plan. Yeah, that's not going to work for you anymore. So I'll give you a better one, Gold 4. Let's try that one. Yeah, even better. So $75, it says offer details, $75 off webinar discount. So you just got $75 off that setup fee. So your setup fee is now about $520. It's a one-time setup fee. Okay, and one-time setup fee, $39 a month, month to month, no contract. That's how the system works. For an additional $4 a month, we'll throw in a toll-free phone number. We'll record the script on it for you, and we'll point it to your cell phone. So every time people call it, it brings to your cell phone, right? If they leave you a message, it emails you the message. If they don't leave you a message, it captures their name, or not their name, but if their phone number is not blocked, it'll capture it. It'll capture their location and a timestamp, and it'll email that to you. So it'll say, you know, you got a phone call from this number at 3:15 from Cincinnati, Ohio. So you could follow up. Right, toll-free phone number so instead of $39 a month, it'd be $43, extra $4. You get your own toll-free number, which will be built right into all your tools. Right. So when I say all your tools, let's go back there one more time. Right, log in, Susan, and Stealth website, and click downloads. And let me show you something here. So you want to get the business card printed up right away because that's the most powerful tool in your toolkit next to the newsletter. So you're going to click download the business card, right? And what you'll find is that you're going to have a business card already created for you, right? Waiting for you in your back office, right? It's going to have your name, it's going to have your brokerage, it's going to have your email address, and it's going to have your toll-free phone number on it. And if you didn't get a toll-free phone number from us because you have your own, it'll have it right there. And if you don't have a toll-free phone number, it'll have whatever phone number you want us to put right there, right? It'll have your certified short sale advisor. So this is how your tools appear in your back office, right? You could just go upload this business card to, you know, vistaprint.com and get your business cards printed up. It's that easy. Some of these tools in your back office, like the tear sheet letter, you don't even need to send to the printer. You could just print on your own, you know, you could just print these on your own printer because it's just an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Right. This is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And this is what you're going to put on the reverse side of your property flyers. Right. Here's how you can sell your home for less than you owe the bank, avoid foreclosure, save your credit, and get your lender to pay all the sales costs for free. Then it'll have your city here. It'll say a new informative ebook has just been released, and it's a press release about your book. Right. And it'll have your URL to your website right here, and it'll have your phone number right here, and your big certified short sale advisor seal, and you can print this on your own printer. Right. So that's how the tools appear. They exist in your back office under a link called downloads. Right. Real easy to work with. Now, if you come over to simplelistingsolutions.com / offer and you take advantage of that $75 discount today, if you do that, what you'll find is it takes us, we say give us 72 hours to set your system up. Right now, we'll probably do it in a day, maybe a day and a half, right? And you're up and running. As long as you got a domain name, boom, we'll get you up and running quickly, all right? Once it's up and running, then what do you do? Like, what happens next? Well, I'll show you what would happen next. The first thing that you would do is you'll get an email from us, but you're going to get instructions to go into your back office to the Click Training videos and watch the Fast Start Training video. Okay, the Fast Start Training video is going to walk you through, hey, welcome to your system. Here's what you want to do first, right? Set up your email, order your business, go boom, 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 boom. Here's how to contact IT support. Here's how to contact Chris. So the Fast Start Training video will walk you right through the process, right? So that's what will happen. Go get a domain name, come back over here, sign up. In a day and a half, you'll have your own Stealth site up, right? And then you'll be watching the Fast Start Training video, and then you'll probably be on the phone with me and getting you connected and rolling, right? Any other, you guys are asking some good questions. Yeah, so the tools come in Spanish and English, and the ebooks come in Spanish and English. The short sale ebook comes in both languages. The Fight Foreclosure only comes in one. And I'm going to tell you guys a little secret here about the Fight Foreclosure book, right? Because remember, you get 2 ebooks. Right, let's go back over here just so you're clear on everything that you get. Right, you get, if you go over here to Tools, Simple Listing Solutions, you go to Offline Marketing. Right, there's 2 different ebooks. There's the Homeowner's Guide to Real Estate Short Sales. You're the author. It's a big giant Word document. You can open it up, edit it, do whatever you want. Legally, there's nothing in there that's going to bite you. Prudential's gone through with their attorneys. Everybody's good. It's a great book too. You'll enjoy it. Right, there's another book here, the Homeowner's Guide to Fighting Foreclosure. It is this book. They're one and the same. The only difference is this book, I front-loaded it with some information about loan mods, basically expressing my opinion about loan mods, which is like walking to 7-Eleven buying a lottery ticket. I hope you win. You might. Some people do, and I really hope you do. Right? But it can't be your only plan. I mean, you don't want to go leaving the ground in that without a backup parachute, do you? Right? I mean, the whole lottery ticket thing. Right? So you got to have a plan B in place, and that's probably going to be a short sale. So this book, it talks about going into 7-Eleven and buying that lotto ticket, and good luck with all that stuff, and then it becomes this book. Okay, that's what's happening there. Right? And then this book is available in English and Spanish. Right? Okay, so now I think I answered all the questions. Right? So there's a one-time setup fee, $597. I gave you guys a discount code that knocks $75 off it, and that discount code is GOLD4. Right? GOLD4. And I would just leave you with this. You guys, feel free to call me if you've got questions. Just call me up. Right? I'm not so big that you can't call me, and I don't ever want to be. Right? Because some agents will just take this stuff. They don't ever need to talk to me again. They just run with it and they go do business. Like Rick Colton. Man, I got a nice email from him today. I keep getting these new listing, short sale. Orange County, he's getting nice stuff, $800,000 listings. New listing from Rick Colton. He's one of my guys. I don't even have a testimonial from him on here, but you know, I have to send him an email saying, please, can we schedule an hour to talk? And I hear back. It's like, all right. Right? Some agents are like that. But some agents, they pay for stuff and they'll buy it. Right? And then they'll go home and they'll play around with it and they get overwhelmed. They go, and they stop using it and they keep paying for it for a while. And then one day they go, why am I still paying for this thing? Please turn it off. And it's like, wait a minute. Man, you could have been getting listings and using it. And so if you're the kind of agent that needs engagement with me to make you use it, okay, let's play. Let's go. Right? Give me a call. You guys can call me up on the toll-free number right over here, 877-721-8220. And I'll call you back. If I don't pick up, I'll call you back. And I'd love to connect with you and talk to you about your business and how I think I can help. Okay? Thanks for not keeping us a secret at Simple Listing Solutions. I hope you got some fresh thinking today, some new perspective. Remember, the purpose of a listing is to get another one, right? Just to go get another one. And go do that. Make it a great 2013. Thanks for your time today. Bye.